Bill and Katie, and Boz, and Dave Castro. If I was king for a day, programming an event at the CrossFit Games, here is what it's going to be. The Saturday night strength event involves the Wheel of Pain
to become
from Rogue's Iron Game. Now, how this is going to be set up, it'll need some special timing because the wheel itself is insanely big. Again, I'm going to go over what I think the event should be. In the background, I'm going to be kind of I have a video I've kind of stolen from Rogue's site and from the CrossFit Games site. So you can kind of see what is involved in this. However, it's going to be a little bit different than how they had it at the Arnold Strongman. In that event, they had basically the guys had 60 seconds to move the wheel as far as they could, basically rotating it, but pushing it. So this is basically a modified sled drive. Now, the Wheel of Pain is some 20,000 pounds, and like it's manufactured from like super thick pieces of like logs, all these metal brackets, those sand-filled wheels that the games athletes dragged. I think it was during chaos. So it's sand-filled. You can't get any momentum from when you're pushing the damn thing. And you need strength. Now, how I project this could go is this could be the Saturday night strength event in the middle of the Coliseum at Madison, the Alliant Energy Center. It would be like a bracket style, mano a mano, womano a womano, pushing. So if the strongman, you're pushing it against and it's turning, but so you have one pushing one way, you have another athlete pushing the other way. A set number of seconds, maybe 60 seconds or 30 seconds or something like that, where it's just all out grunt. It's basically a negative tug of war. It's a push war. Now, the Wheel of Pain is built with different height, like pushing log parts where those ropes are wrapped around. So the height of the athlete does not matter. So if Jason Hopper's up here and Colton Mertens is down here pushing against each other on the along the circumference of the logs, it won't matter. After this 30 or 60 seconds, whoever's gotten farther against the other person moves on, bracket style, NCAA March Madness style. So let's say Hopper versus Mertens goes, and I'm predicting Jason Hopper to win the CrossFit Games. So he's beaten Colton, so he moves on and he rests. So everyone goes, and then they kind of break it down and they all go all the way back to a champ. So that is how I see. And if I'm king for a day, this is what's happening. Now, as far as like secreting it in and sneaking the Wheel of Pain into the Alliant Energy Center, well, I think what could be done is in pieces. Obviously, Rogue has to transport this thing in pieces. Have it already in the building prior to the week of the games. Friday night. I don't know how long it takes to build. It does look like it takes a lot to build. So I'm sure the Rogue crew can figure it out. Maybe it can be built out underneath the chairs. Maybe there's a segment that can be topped off and they roll it in or wheel it in or something on some sort of big dollies or something like that, and then have it like hoarded or like a big curtain on it and the big unveiling or something like that on Saturday afternoon or even just before the event. Fuck, that would be so epic. So epic. I want to see the Wheel of Pain at the CrossFit Games. It's not just the strongman event. King for a day, that is happening.
Rogue's taken on to build the world's largest strongman implement.
When Bill called me and said, hey, let's build this thing, I was like, what? I mean, my jaw just dropped.
This is probably the coolest thing Rogue's ever built. And that's saying something because we built a lot of cool things.
The Wheel of Pain.
Basically supposed to be the Wheel of Pain from Conan the Barbarian, a replica of that. It's supposed to be massive and huge, and it's a pushing event, so we're gonna have a set amount of time to push the wheel as far as we possibly can.
I think that'll be a fun event to do and watch because this will be such a massive piece of equipment.
The Wheel of Pain has got to be the coolest thing that has ever been built for the sport of strongman. And Rogue's bringing this to life.
I want to see the Wheel of Pain at the CrossFit Games. It's not just the strongman event. King for a day, that is happening.
Yeah, so what we're doing is we're testing the Wheel of Pain, we're testing the weight. We've got about 10 athletes, different heights here, trying to calibrate it to the right weight.
It's hard, it's amazing. It's awesome though.
What we've noticed is that it doesn't build up any inertia. It's constantly battling against you.
What did I do, 8 feet?
You probably got it a quarter of the way.
Oh man.
There it is, let's go, come on! So we added 50 pounds to each barrel, and it went from being doable by a normal human being to pretty much impossible, unless you're somebody who's been training strongman.
It was like hitting a wall after about 5 feet, right?
The first time I did a full revolution in 30 seconds. This time I got 15 feet. It was like, no, I'm done.
This thing totally fights you. I mean, it battles against you. You push a car, and that car can continue to roll. But if that car has flat tires, good luck pushing it. Now this thing weighs like 20,000 pounds. It's definitely a barbaric event.
It has to happen. Thanks for watching, guys. Let's do this.